Crude oil prices typically fluctuate based on seasonal demand and supply. Most recently, the COVID-19 pandemic caused crude price changes through a drop in demand. While economic recovery is underway, oil prices continue to be affected by global uncertainties. Hey guys! Welcome to another Reviewed for You travel videos. In this one we'll be showing you the reasons why crude oil prices are rising due to Ukraine crisis. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing and don't forget to like and ring the bell to be notified to our next video. Thank you, keep it groovy. There are two grades of crude oil used as benchmarks for other oil prices: the West Texas Intermediate at Cushing and North Sea Brent. WTI at Cushing comes from the US and is the benchmark for US oil prices. North Sea Brent oil comes from Northwest Europe and is the benchmark for international oil prices. Internationally, Brent crude oil prices averaged nearly $117 per barrel in March 2022, up $20 per barrel from February's average. Prices are expected to average $103.37 per barrel in 2022, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration's short-term energy outlook released on April 12, 2022. This is up from an annual average of $70.89 in 2021. West Texas Intermediate averaged $91.64 per barrel in February 2022, and rose to an average of $108.50 per barrel in March. 2 The EIA forecasts that WTI prices will average $97.96 per barrel in 2022, up from $68.21 per barrel in 2021. The EIA also reports that global oil and liquid fuels demand was 102.30 million in December 2021. That's an increase of 7.47 million barrels from December 2020, but only 0.57 million higher than December 2019. However, the EIA expects demand to fall in 2022, reaching an annual average of 99.80 million barrels. Brent crude oil prices started low in 2021, averaging $54.77 per barrel in January. 5, but they rose in the second quarter, closing at $67.73 per barrel in April 2021. West Texas Intermediate, WTI, at Cushing in the United States performed similarly, closing at $63.50 per barrel in April. The third quarter saw massive hikes in prices, with Brent prices increasing to a height of $84.52 per barrel in early November, and WTI reaching $85.64 per barrel in late October. By the end of 2021, Brent sold at $77.24 per barrel, and WTI at $75.33 per barrel. The EIA predicts that by 2025 Brent crude oil's nominal price will rise to $66 per barrel. By 2030, world demand is seen driving Brent prices to $89 per barrel. By 2040, prices are projected to be $132 per barrel. By then, the cheap oil sources will have been exhausted, making it more expensive to extract oil. By 2050, oil prices could be $185 per barrel. WTI per barrel price is expected to rise to $64 per barrel by 2025, increasing to $86 by 2030, $128 by 2040, and $178 by 2050. The EIA assumes that demand for petroleum flattens out as utilities rely more on natural gas and renewable energy. It also assumes the economy grows around 1.9% annually, while energy consumption decreases by 0.4% a year. Oil prices used to have a predictable seasonal swing. They spiked in the spring as oil traders anticipated high demand for summer vacation driving. Once demand peaked, prices dropped in the fall and winter. Global supply and prices are also affected greatly by geopolitical conflict and civil unrest. Oil prices are more volatile today due to many factors, but 5 are the most influential. 1. The Russian invasion of Ukraine. Russia is the third largest producer of liquid fuels and petroleum, so when the country invaded Ukraine in late February 2022, it had immediate impact on Brent crude oil futures prices. As the conflict continued, the prices of crude oil settled out on an upward trajectory, reaching nearly $130 per barrel in early March, and staying well above $100 per barrel into April. 2. U.S. oil supply. The coronavirus pandemic and natural events are still affecting oil demand and supply. The U.S. experienced a drop in production following Hurricane Ida in September as the storm shut at least 9 refineries. The EIA estimates that U.S. crude oil production will average 12.01 million barrel in 2022 and 12.95 million barrel in 2023. 3. Diminished OPEC output. Oil price increases also reflect supply limitations by the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, and OPEC partner countries. In 2020, OPEC cut oil production due to decreased demand during the pandemic. It gradually increased oil output through 2021 and into 2022. Supply chain disruptions in late 2021 affected global trade as well. At its most recent meeting in December 2021, OPEC stated it would continue to gradually adjust oil production upward by 0.4 million barrels per day, MB/D, in January 2022. 4. Natural gas. Countries in Asia have relied on coal to generate power, but recent shortages have turned them to natural gas. Higher temperatures in parts of Asia and Europe have led to high demand for natural gas to generate power. COVID-19 has hampered Europe's natural gas production, and a colder than expected heating season in early 2021 reduced supplies further. As a result, natural gas prices soared in 2021 and are expected to remain high in 2022, and affected countries have turned to gas-to-oil switching to reduce power generation costs. 5. Global inventory draw. As a reduction in oil production continues globally, countries are forced to draw from their stored reserves, not including the strategic petroleum reserves. This steady draw of oil is contributing to the increase in prices, because inventories are decreasing. Do you like our video? Let me know your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the button above this video. Yeah, I know you're busy and have a life, but please take this moment to subscribe so you can see all my upcoming videos. Thanks.